Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Ana, where we share with you a lot of interesting and useful information from Benidorm town and Spain in general. Today, as every Monday and Friday, it's time for the latest news update, and there's a lot going on in Benidorm town. First of all, we'll be talking about the situation in Spain with prices from Benidorm's bars, restaurants, and if they will rise up the prices for the new season 2023 new summer season. Then we'll be talking about the new exhibition that takes over the entire Benidorm town and where and up until when you'll be able to see it. And the last news will be the final goodbye towards one of the most emblematic, one of the most important buildings when it comes to the authentic Benidorm tourism from its beginning, when Benidorm was nothing but 3,000 people and there were no hotels in here. What's going to be happening with this building and why we will need to tell a final goodbye, you will get to know about it in today's news update. And as usual, we'll talk about the weather forecast for the next upcoming week. First of all, let's talk about the situation. Right now, it's still quite quiet in here. Monday to Thursday, I would say, are very quiet days, and usually the majority of tourists are arriving Thursday, Friday, staying for the weekend, and on Sunday everyone are returning back to their home country, which is when it's the busiest time in Benidorm. The majority of hotels and bars and restaurants are open, they're working non-stop, and then during the week time a lot of them have days off for their staff because it's simply not a lot to do in here. Bars and restaurants are continue to open up to provide best quality food, meals and service to tourists and locals in Benidorm town. However, I did check the prices, and taking into consideration that lately we see a lot of supermarkets and a lot of food supply companies are rising up their prices quite a lot. We don't even see any kind of difference any longer with the new reduced tax system that Spain has implemented lately. Starting from 1st January 2023, they've put a reduced tax for a lot of different products that are like basic consumption products and foods. But right now, we don't even see a difference. They are even more expensive than they used to be with the tax. So it's quite normal that all these establishments that provide this type of food and drink services will higher up their prices at least a tiny bit, so that it would simply be at least a little bit profitable for their business, because if not, it just does not make any sense to stay open, right? So we might able to see a slight price rise in comparison with the prices we've seen last year, 2022. All different types of excursions, for example, marine excursions here towards the Calpe, Alicante, Tabarca Island, which was lovely, by the way. We were there with our family. I did not have any channels, so I'm slightly disappointed that we did not film anything, but it was a lovely trip for the whole entire day, and we absolutely enjoyed to spend the time in that lovely small island. It's very small, but there's still a lot of things to discover. Then these trips will be back mostly around May month. Usually the Benidorm's island is the first one that is becoming available each year and the first one to stop. However, it all depends on the weather. So if you're coming right now, you won't be able to use any kind of marine excursions, at least here in our region, because they're all closed. But if you're coming starting from May, you'll be able to use a lot of these services. And all summer type of attractions, including like flying fish, like this banana with a boat, all this will be available in summer. Even so, right now you can find companies that still do offer parasailing or jet ski or a lot of different fun things to do here in Benidorm town. But if you still would like to discover all the Costa Blanca region, you would like to visit any kind of specific place, and you're looking forward for a company which would do these type of excursions, you can check our website Benidorm by Ana Tours, where we give you slightly more information about our premium private tours, only for you, your family and your loved ones. No big groups, everything is 100% personalized and you will be able to discover any time of the year, any kind of region here in Costa Blanca, obviously including Benidorm town. So there are still some options for you guys to have some fun in here. The second news that I wanted to share with you all comes from Benidorm town, and this is a new portrait exhibition that is taking place in Benidorm, and actually it's taking all the entire Benidorm, taking all over Benidorm. From last Thursday, 9th of February, they've started to install this, and this is 55 portraits, more or less, of different people of different ages. They are not somehow related with each other, but these portraits show a lot of different emotions, a lot of different moments of life of different people from worldwide, which according to this artist, which is by the way from our Valencian community, from Castellón, according to him, it allows you to open the eyes to different situations in life and see how people feel themselves, you know, just directly look into their soul through these portraits, which is just amazing work. And they are put in place in 6 different areas of Benidorm, including Benidorm city center, which is really lovely because it's free of charge. It's another cultural attraction that you will be able to enjoy up until 30th of April. If you remember, Benidorm for the last couple of years, they are trying to entertain people somehow in the winter, just offer something extra. And which is why they've been putting a lot of different statues, a lot of different expos lately. First ones that I remember were from these artists. I think it was called Jung Yi or something like this, the artist that made these colorful sculptures that were in Benidorm city center on the Poniente Beach. And we still had on the Poniente Beach these lovely swans that make together like a heart shape. Plus we have on the Mediterranean Avenue a lot of different sculptures too. And right now there's going to be this picture expo, which is just portraits, to be fair, exposition, which is really interesting. And it's just something extra you can do during your holidays here in Benidorm if you're a fan of culture, of different types of art. Each year, Benidorm is bringing something special for us to admire and enjoy, and this year is no exception. So if you will be here in Benidorm up until 30th of April, you can definitely see this new exhibition, Little Invitations, to check out the works of one of the famous photographic portrait artists in our Valencian community. And if you've seen them already last couple of days, let us know what your expectations versus reality were if you enjoyed this lovely exposition in Benidorm 2023. And now the last news that I wanted to share with you all is something that is really important for Benidorm, really important for a lot of us living here. It's a true historic event that will be happening shortly here in town. We will be saying goodbye to the historical hotel, Grand Hotel Delfin in Benidorm. I'm going to leave you a picture right here on the screen. This was the first hotel, one of the first hotels ever built in Benidorm town. Back when the mayor of Benidorm has decided to go to Madrid with his small tiny Vespa to promote tourism, to get this innovative idea that Benidorm should be a touristic site, that Benidorm should be attracting tourists to help the economy of this region. And afterwards, shortly afterwards, it was in 1957 more or less, and back then, after Madrid's mayor said, okay, all right, the first area was purchased, which is where this Grand Hotel Delfin was built. Afterwards, Benidorm's, in general, quantity of people living here doubled itself in size up until 6,000 people, from 3,000 in just a year or two, and 22 new hotels have arisen in this region. Obviously, this is the piece of history. They have this emblematic back part, which is when you can see some dolphins. And a lot of people were asking what is happening with this hotel. Some of you even visited this hotel long time ago, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, you know. And it's just a part of Benidorm. It's a part of us already. And it's a true shame that it will be disappearing shortly. Why? Because the company that owns this parcel Is the same company, let me know. It's Goya Real Estate Company, same one that owns the Dolphin Tower, this emblematic new building that has one of the most expensive apartments in Benidorm, which is a top floor sold for over of 2 million euros. And the owners of this same area, they have purchased the Grand Hotel Delfin. What they'll be doing with it? They will be taking it all down up until the ground. Nothing's gonna be left from it, just pictures and our memory inside of our hearts. And instead of it, there's not gonna be any kind of hotel any longer, which is a true shame. There's gonna be a huge residential building, which is gonna be even better, bigger, and more interesting and singular, as they say, than the Dolphin's Tower. The Dolphin's Tower is already the authentic miracle of Poniente Beach because it combines a lot of different structures. It combines solar energy. It combines a lot of different efficient materials that other buildings simply don't have, which is why it's that expensive. But even so, it's just a true shame that we won't be able to see Grand Dolphin Hotel any longer. It's just a part of us already, you know, and now, so many decades after, it will be gone forever. So if you will be here in Benidorm and you still want to say bye to this emblematic historical place, you can go there and make some pictures on the Poniente Beach because it's still there. They still did not take him out there. The company is waiting for the last minute permissions, which are still taking a little bit of time, Spanish bureaucracy, you know. And as soon as they will receive these permits, this paperwork, they will proceed and demolish the Grand Hotel Delfin towards the ground. So no one, sadly, will be able to ever stay in this hotel. But instead, there's going to be brand new building with apartments that will hopefully be a brand new home for a lot of families and Benidorm lovers. And now let's talk about the weather here. What's going to be happening with the weather in the next upcoming week? We barely have any kind of clouds here in Costa Blanca region, just tiny pieces, as you can see right there in front. The sun is shining, so it's amazing weather, except for a quite strong wind, which is not ideal, taking into consideration I just had a flu and I'm recovering from it, but it is what it is. We have to go outside, get some vitamin D. This weather will be with us up until Wednesday, and on Wednesday, sadly, there is going to be some slight rain here in the region. Nothing major, not going to be pouring, I must say, but still, this is going to be the day when the clouds will finally close down our Mediterranean sky. Afterwards, on Thursday, it's going to be like nothing ever happened, and the rest of the week is going to be calm and quiet with some more sunshine and a lot of vitamin D for you guys. The temperatures will be rising, surprisingly. Today it's around 13 degrees here, and for the weekend we expect to have up until 17, which is gorgeous, in mid-February, because it's already mid-February basically. In overall, I would dare to say that it's a very nice weather. We almost did not have any kind of winter here in the region, which is for what we're really thankful for. If only we would not have such a cold wind, that would be ideal. But I do feel that it's not going to stop a lot of you guys from coming and enjoying the sunshine here in Costa Blanca. I wish you a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed today's latest news update, and we'll see each other tomorrow in a new video. Bye, dears.